We're in Proverbs 14. Just a couple of comments before we get started. First of all, the book of Proverbs is known as wisdom literature, and that Solomon was its primary author. And according to my Bible, Solomon is the author of chapter 14. And within chapter 14, we have a lot of rich wisdom from God. So if you look at Proverbs seems to be divided into two separate parts. You have part 1, which is verses 1 through 13, in which Solomon contrasts wisdom and folly. And then in verses 14 through 35, he contrasts the lives of the wicked with the lives of the righteous. And thrown into that mix, we have a couple of verses in which Solomon just has some comments to make about life in general. And a couple of those verses are verses 13 and 20. A word of caution. Not all of the statements that Solomon makes in Proverbs can be viewed as promises of God for this life. But now when you take those same statements and apply them and look at them through an eternal perspective, they're absolutely true. They're absolutely true. And an example of that is verse number 11. So I would just encourage you to enjoy the book of Proverbs, chapter 14 in particular, and I know that God will bless you richly for your time that you spend in His Word.